What's up, guys? It is Will here, back again, and I'm barely awake, but something very exciting just happened. And as you can see, 4 minutes ago, as of me recording this video, InArt Collectibles has announced that the Gandalf 1/6 scale from Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, has been released, and this bitch has fireworks. Fireworks, boys. And of course, he has the One Ring. I actually don't remember the One Ring being added. Let's go through real quick and just see what he comes with and see what the updates are. So, InArt, the Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, Gandalf the Grey, collectible figure, adjustment and product enhancement. So, we sincerely appreciate the patience of collectors. We are delighted to announce that this product is about to be shipped. That deserves an applause. That deserves an applause, InArt. Thank you so much for being ready to ship the bag here. I'm glad that InArt is getting ready to ship out this Gandalf. They said August, and August has delivered. So, let's give them the credit that they have, that is due to them. Throughout the process of mass production and comprehensive distribution, we have repeatedly endeavored to address the operational smoothness for the magnetic movable eyes. This is very well written. InArt, you're doing a great job here with the PR move. I think this is a really good job and a really great writing. Nevertheless, an inherent element of randomness persists. Presently, we're unable to assure the control of tolerances within a stable range for this intricate process. In order to uphold the integrity of the product, we regretfully announced discontinuation of the magnetic movable eyes configuration. Instead, we will replace it with the mechanical movable eyes consistent with the InArt The Dark Knight Joker figures. Okay, so no more magnetable movable eyes. We have the pegs in the back, just like the InArt Joker, where you can move them with the switches, right? Just because it looks like it wasn't feasible long term and the quality was not maintainable. Again, I love the transparency that they are doing this and announcing this as it releases. Of course, some people might be a little upset, but I mean, look, you still have the switches in the back. Is it really that big of a deal? I think overall, as long as the product works and you can move the goddamn eyes, that's really all you care about at the end of the day. So for me, I'm happy that they were communicating it. In the conception of Middle-earth, the origin of fireworks came from Gandalf's magic. Therefore, to compensate for this change, we've introduced 2 different firework accessories and optimized 2 details of the existing product. We hope that these new additions will provide you with more gameplay experiences. That's pretty interesting. That's probably an incorrect term, maybe an incorrect translation. That almost feels like ChatGPT, right? But I don't know. That seems weird. That one's a little sus right there. And once again, apologize for any inconvenience caused by this change. The adjustments for this release are as follows. Replacement of the magnetic movable eyes configuration. We talked about that. They added fireworks, inscriptions to the One Ring, addition of a cord for the pipe staff. So pretty cool. So the one thing that I didn't quite love, as you can see, they showed a final product here and this thing is about to be shipped. It's ready to go, right? But the fireworks are in focus here, but Gandalf himself is not. I mean, maybe it's a small nitpick, and you can still see the sculpt in the background looks really good. It's just slightly out of the depth of field. It's slightly out of focus. The camera focused on the fireworks here. I'm glad they added the fireworks. To me, it's kind of like I don't really care about the fireworks. That was never going to be something that I was like, oh my God, where the fuck are the fireworks? Like, I mean, maybe there will be some out there, like diehard Gandalf fans. Like, of course, shout out to Ox Daddy from Collecting Weekly. Maybe he would care about this. I do not care about the fireworks in the slightest, but I'm glad that they added something to compensate for the change in the eyes. But again, as long as the eyes fucking move, that's all I care about. If the eyes can move and I can do things with them and create different poses, then I'm happy with that. So you can see here, we're gonna zoom way in. That One Ring looks great because I have the One Ring on Sauron in quarter scale and it has really good inscription and detail and all that good stuff. This one looks really, really good. This is cool. I don't even remember that the ring came with this. I guess I just forgot, or maybe it doesn't seem like they added it, but yeah, I mean, this is pretty cool, guys. This is pretty cool. And I mean, again, supposedly, InArt, I do feel they need to be more transparent in terms of actually communicating the release dates better. But this, they communicated pretty effectively. So this one deserves a round of applause. So thank you, InArt, because the figure looks like it came out fantastic as far as what it looks like here. It looks very close to the prototype from a blurred image. I get that. But I'm looking at the blurred image. I think this one does look pretty good. And at the end of the day, me and everyone else included, we can bitch about the release windows and them not releasing stuff, but when they do release stuff, if the quality is there, it's probably going to shut us all up, right? If we're being honest about it, if the quality is there, what do we care about most at the end of the day? Probably the quality. So to me, I think this is pretty exciting. I mean, again, I'd love to see them release faster and more quickly. I still hold that criticism and I maintain that, or at least communicate it if I'm, expecting that. But to me, I do think this is pretty cool. I do think this looks great. I'm excited to get it. Have my order in with Kit, so I'm excited to get that shipped out to me. Hopefully, I got to message him actually and be like, dude, I gotta get this Gandalf. So hopefully it ships soon. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. The detail on the clothing and the robes look really strong. The ring looks great. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I really want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear whether you think that this figure, the updates and stuff are warranted. Are you excited about it? I mean, to me, look, I honestly forgot that the magnets in the eyes were even a thing. Like, I don't think most collectors were even really thinking about that. Like, I don't think I ever heard really extensive conversations in the community about the magnetic eyes. Like, I don't think that was ever like a sticking point for most collectors. So again, InArt can always ask people if they want. I mean, they don't have to communicate as much as they maybe did in the past. But to me, it's like, no one really cared about that anyway. As long as you can move the eyes, the method of doing so really is almost irrelevant. As long as it's not incredibly difficult to do so, then at that point, it's really just let me move the eyes and we're good, right? That's all I care about. So a cord for the pipe staff. Yeah, they did show a picture of that. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's like a super small, intricate detail. Is it really that impactful? Probably not. But to me, I mean, it still looks pretty great. I mean, I do want to know how many of these Gandalfs there are out there. I mean, because with InArt, right, we just don't know. We don't know that with Hot Toys either. I mean, besides the new Artisan editions where they're like, okay, baby, we got 4K out there in the universe. Other than that, you never know. I mean, there could be 2,000 Revas out there, right? There could be, or less. There could be Peacemaker. There could be 1,500 of those. We just don't know, right? With InArt, we don't know either. So at the end of the day, I mean, you're getting a pretty bomb-ass figure. And the prices that we thought were pretty high for these, turns out not so unreasonable, considering Hot Toys Artisan Joker shipped from Sideshow was like 560 bucks, right? And it doesn't have the magnetic features. Again, whether the magnetic features work, especially the base, is questionable. But I do think the magnetic features on the hands and such still work. They're just not like as rock solid as like a Prime 1 or something. But again, they're not that scale. So I do get that. But I'm interested to hear how you guys are going to display this figure. I mean, to me, I definitely want to use this ring somehow. I'll probably put the ring on his base because that ring is just too damn cool to leave in the box. I don't know if it's die cast or anything like that. That is not something that I'm sure of, but I doubt it. I would doubt it because it would be really heavy. I mean, not that you would put it on his finger or anything, but, you know, because it's meant for Sauron's finger. Really, I guess Frodo had it on his finger, technically. I don't know. That was always a weird thing to me. Like, how did Sauron, who's fucking massive, get it on his finger? And then Frodo, I guess it takes the shape of the wearer to get you to put it on. I don't really recall. Someone in the Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the Rings, trust me. I have a quarter scale of Sauron, but you know, it's someone's gonna have to explain that one to me. I don't really recall. But anyway, this is pretty cool. I mean, the fireworks, yeah, the beard looks great. The rooted hair looks great. Hopefully out of the box, the rooted hair looks good. I know that Sir Kiko Collects got his hair situated and he's a happy man now, but my hair with my Joker is still looking great. So the styling is on it. It's consistent. It's good. It's staying in place. So Gandalf, this looks great. I mean, the beard looks great. The hair looks great. The robes. I think this is going to be a really cool figure. So I'm glad that, you know, InArt has announced that this one's coming out. So now we got to turn our sights to Pennywise, the dancing clown, because to me, that figure's probably next on the docket would be my assumption. So then we got Batman, we got Aragorn, and then eventually we're going to have probably Harry Potter and Superman and all that, but that's probably a ways away. But yeah, I mean, could you imagine? I mean, they got to put Legolas up sometime soon, I would think. I mean, because you got Gandalf, you got Aragorn, right? And then now you're probably going to get into the range of Legolas sometime in the near future. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below, but this is pretty exciting. So I'm picking up this Gandalf. Can't wait to get it in hand. And yeah, let me know what you're planning to do. I mean, does this change anything with InArt for you? Because I mean, for me, it's always been a matter of like, I would just like them maybe to communicate, but Hot Toys doesn't communicate either, and we don't always hold them to that. So maybe that's a double standard, but InArt is just, you know, they released this and hopefully it looks fucking as good as this because it sure as hell looks like it does. So I'm excited. I'm also tired though. So thank you for watching, guys. I will catch you in the next one. Peace out. See you later. Bye. Say bye. Bye. How do I end this live stream or video? Bye.